Where? Hello and hello again, this is Tibblewinkles and we are back in Betrayer. Well, we learnt of the name of Alison Markley, and we also learnt of this Indian chief's daughter called Amanute, or is it Amanute? I'm not really sure, but it seems like we're getting closer to the tribesman and we're going to get something out of it. And I also got a really badass bow. Now where do we go? We just have to continue from the lone cabin way over there. Well, let's do just that then. Oh no. I'm pretty sure I'll be seeing like a non-burning man very soon. And it's going to shoot arrows at me and I'm just going to... there's a higher chance that I'll get hurt by those little hive things. Unlocks westward path destination. Okay, well. All destinations unlocked. Didn't you say the same from the last place? It seems like I'm already in the dark. Am I gonna be like seeing skeletons and wait a sec. Yes, that's a ghost. Well, okay. Well, okay, well. Hello to you. May we talk? I must report to the Lord Governor. Who are you? I am Clement Wright. James Markley sent you after his daughter, Alison. I remember seeing her flee into the woods. I wanted to go after her, but I was wounded. Leave. Unlocked ambush site destination. Wow, literally. What's this? The clapper is missing. It must be replaced before the bell will ring. Well, what? That's a bell clapper. Wait. Let's have a look at this. Dug up a blood-stained strip of cloth. It appears to have come from a woman's gown. Are you sure? That looks like a container of sorts. Are you using the wrong image? Clue. The remains of a man who seems to have been killed with an Indian arrow. Or a short bow arrow. Am I going to be jumped by some monsters? Explosives. Brilliant. Found a scrap of bright red cloth stuck to a tree by an Indian arrow. Ah. But the only person that is wearing red is Alison Markley. So did she enter this place and got herself injured? Oh wait. Still something to do here. Oh, do I just like show the stuff to you and you're like, ah, so that's how I died. Even though they're like within arm's reach, so to speak. Is this broken arrow the one that injured you? I suppose it is. I remember my legs suddenly giving way. I didn't feel the pain till I was lying on the ground, staring at the bloody shaft that had torn through my knee. I had to break it off to pull it out. I found this powder flask near the remains of a man who died nearby. I remember Simon Holt pouring powder into the barrel of his musket, reloading as fast as he could. Then he went stiff and fell sideways, an arrow to his throat. I found a scrap of cloth stuck to an arrow near here. Alison was fleeing into the woods. An arrow caught her cloak and pinned her to a tree. She yanked herself free and kept running. I wanted to go after her, but I was wounded. I must tell the Lord Governor. Perhaps if I rest here a while, I can make it back to Fort Hope. You're pretty much free to go. There's nothing holding you back, so to speak. Oh. What? That's the sound of... That's the whispery sound that you get on the light world. This is certainly mixing two things together. Whoa! No, you do not jump scare me like that. Longbow arrow, longbow arrow, longbow arrow. I'm so busy looking at these dark figures. Longbow arrow, longbow arrow. Are you going to attack me, or are you just going to have a, like... Wow, there's double heads there. Well, which one do I shoot? Oh, I just shoot them. Okay. Boom. Ah, okay. Deer skull, value 50. I really like this bow. This bow is the nuts. 92 coins. Well, I can't talk to you guys. You really are unhappy people, aren't you? Boom. You're pretty creepy, you know that. Right? Boom. Boom. Oh, I missed you. Aim at the shoulders. Unlocked Indian village destination. Is that all the destinations unlocked? Huh, well. Dug up an impressive looking Indian headdress. Let's go around for a bit. I don't want to be distracted when I'm trying to read a note. Okay. Well, here we go. Oh. You're not going to say anything this time. Well, that's fine. Where do I go next? Okay, let's go over there. Oh, wait. 50 coins. Thank you. Let's see. Boom. Okay, let's keep going there. There's a flame thing. You don't normally see flames. I heard something burst out of the ground. Boom. Oh. Oh, you. Okay, got 2 arrows and a tomahawk stuck to him. Okay, got everything back. This flame, this flame, this flame. Item, the clapper for a bell. Do I talk to you? The charred remains of a woman are visible through the flames. Strangely, there is no heat from the fire, though the stench is horrific. All clues found. I hear nothing in the darkness, are you serious? I found a woman burning to the west. I know nothing of it. Okay, well, you are a wraith, right? A wraith. Okay, shadows. Nothing. Graves, buried treasure. Hello, Alison Markley. Maybe you know something? Something has happened. You reek of smoke, of scorched hair and charred flesh. I found a woman burning in a blighted forest far to the west. I remember she was weeping smoke from empty eyes as the flames consumed her, her flesh blackening and cracking from the heat. Clement Wright said an arrow pinned your cloak to the tree as you fled into the woods. I remember him calling Simon's name as we crept through the forbidden wilds. I turned and saw 3 soldiers coming towards us and knew my father had sent them to bring us back. I hissed at them to be silent lest they reveal us to the Indians. But Simon asked them why they were carrying Indian weapons, and I realized they didn't come to bring us back. It was Clement's arrow that pinned my cloak to that tree. It was my arrow that wounded him. The others were all dead, so I left him there and went to find my sister. Is this Tabitha's arrowhead pendant? Yes. She wore it always, though. She was careful to keep it hidden from my father, knowing he wouldn't approve. I found it near the burning woman. She wasn't burning when I found her. What happened? I remember staggering through the woods, faint from fear and grief, knowing that she was near, for her sorrow called to me. I remember I stumbled and fell. I think I cried out, for the ground was strewn with dead birds. I looked around me and beheld the rotting carcasses of rabbits and deer and other beasts of the wood. And then I saw an Indian child and her mother clinging to each other in death. Beyond them were more corpses, their flesh blackened, their eyes clouded, their faces twisted in fear. I forced myself to walk on despite my horror, picking my way among the dead, choking on the stench of corruption. At last I saw a pillar ahead of me. Someone was bound to it, a woman, head lolled forward, her naked body stained with the blood that had spilled across her. I knew at once it was Tabitha. I stood before her, reeling from the ache of her despair and my own. I raised her face and saw that her throat had been cut open. I looked around at all the helpless creatures, beasts and men, drawn by the ache of her suffering and then drowned by it. I could feel the darkness spreading out from her, feeding on the hope it swallowed up. I knew it would never stop, that it would only grow more ravenous. I wept for a long time. Then I began to gather branches and pile them at the base of the pillar. I said a prayer and lit a fire, feeding the clothing that had been stripped from her into the flames. As the flame rose up and consumed her, my prayers became pleas. As her flesh blackened and cracked from the heat and dark smoke streamed from her eyes, I begged her to find peace. I begged her to let go of her torment before it consumed us all. And then I felt her anguish became anger. The ache of betrayal became the shrieking of scorn and vengeance. The trees withered, and all that her fury touched turned to cinders. The dead things and the living were burned away. Those who had hurt her, those who had abandoned her, those who had loved her, all except me. I have a gift for you. What is it? Oh. This arrowhead that your sister wore as a pendant. To remind you of Tabitha's happiness? That is most thoughtful for you. This bloody arrow that wounded Clement's right. To remind you of your courage? Maybe. It is a well-intended thought, though you might have rinsed it first. This scrap of cloth from your cloak. Why are you giving it to me? In case you wanted to patch the tear. I already have, but it was thoughtful of you. This Indian headdress. In case there's a chance to return it to its owner or family. It is rather bulky to carry around. I shall leave it here and they can come and claim it if they so desire. Now where else do I go? Ding. Oh, I can talk to you now. James Markley. Clement Wright attacked Allison and Simon Holt. I knew at once they had gone to... Sorry there, I went a bit silent because I thought there was a spider crawling down my screen. Okay, it wasn't, it was just a bauble at the end here. I knew at once they had gone into the forbidden wilds, even though I forbade it. I sent those men to make sure they didn't return, for I feared that they might bring back with them what they might bring back with them. What did you fear they would bring back? The doom of our colony. Alison found Tabitha in the forbidden wilds. When Tabitha vanished, I rode into the woods to search for her. I found her on her way to their village. It did not take long to get the truth from her. She was tied naked to a post. I stripped away her clothing so that the swell of her belly might be clearly observed. A child sewed by a savage she gave birth to willingly. You cut her throat? Yes, that is the shame she brought upon me. Oh, so that the shame she brought upon me might be ended. I left her there so that the tribe would know we would sooner kill our women than let them be touched by savages, even our own daughters. Well, let's talk to you then. Your father sent Clement Wright to kill you and Simon. But why? Why would my own father do such a thing? He claims he feared you would bring back the doom of the colony. Then perhaps he was right. Perhaps I did. What if this is all my fault? Your father killed Tabitha. I feared you would say that. I think I already knew. I felt her dying. So much pain. So much fear. But she was so desperate to live. She was pregnant. Oh, God. But how can that be? She never told me. I suppose that's why she was crying. She didn't think I could understand. And so she ran away, knowing she couldn't stay here. That must be why Father was so angry. Why he couldn't just bring her home? He must have blamed Mother. He must have told himself that it was her fault that he had to kill Tabitha. What about Tabitha? I believe her torment is feeding off the fear and anguish of those who remain here. Freeing the wraths you have met may help to quell her wrath. Is there some way you can convince them to let go of that which keeps them here? You must try. If you choose to go to her without releasing them, I expect you will find it a harder task to reason with her. Well, okay, it seems like there's a lot more to do. Ding! Who there? Who there? You there? And we got something to dig up. 200 coins, ha ha ha. Okay. Hello you, Isabel Emery. You must not remain here any longer. I wish I could have seen Oswin Ford die in front of me. I want to watch the blood flow out of him like the blood flow out of my father. I want him to pay for what he did. Let's see, it is futile to wish for things that didn't come to pass. Release the anger and sorrow that bind you here and be at peace. By seeking vengeance rather than justice for your father, you secured neither. Let your rashness curse you to torment. No, I have to tell them that it's not right. This is like, oh yes, you sort of like, this is like a GTFO sort of phrase, and this is more like, this is how it is. You can't do anything more. I'm gonna go for this. It is futile to wish for things that didn't come to pass. Release the anger and sorrow that bind you here and be at peace. Isabel Emery is at peace. Ha ha ha. Hello you, you're not at peace, you're a smug bastard. You must not remain here any longer. I wish Roger Emery had picked a different man to torment with his insults and scorn. or that they had not stung me so keenly. Anything so that Isabel never had cause to pick up her father's blade and come for me. Wishing won't change what has already come to pass. Release the guilt and resentment that bind you here and be at peace. Let's click on that. Oswin Ford is at peace. How many people do I have to like? Donk. James Markley, you must not remain here any longer. I wish Philippa had come to me with the truth when there was still time to save Tabitha. I wish I could look up from my desk and see my daughters in the doorway, both of them the good girls they once were, loyal and dutiful to their father, not led by weakness or selfishness into folly or betrayal. I wish there had been no cause to punish them. You cannot change what happened. Let go of the anger and sorrow that binds you here and be at peace. James Markley is at peace. What you are doing is working, but she is still too angry to approach. You must convince the other wraiths to depart. Well, there's more people to donk then. Wait a sec. Any more people here? Listen. Oh, you're a good distance away. Well, let's get to you. Hop, hop. Okay, you got munched on by animals, right? Philippa Markley, you must not remain here any longer. I wish I could sit beside my daughter's bedside again, humming the lullaby I sang since they were children. I wish I could brush the hair from their faces and watch them sleep, and that when I woke in the morning, they would both still be there. You cannot change what has already come to pass. Release the anguish that binds you here and be at peace. Boom. Okay, and you have the father that got stabbed. Where is the father? We are just poofing ghosts. You go away, you can go away. And I hear you, you can go kaboom. Oh, yes, you too, go away. Oh no. Boom. Boom. Oh no. Spoopy skeletons. Is this what a skeleton war looks like? It's not too impressive. Nah, it's just a bunch of you guys just like going here. They're pretty squishy as well. I just kind of killed them with a bunch of arrows. Wait a sec, what's this? There's a note on the ground. Page scrap. The prisoner, a most Christian sort, was overcome with tears and spoke of partaking in the massacre of men, women and children at the French colony they found far north of here. Huh. Right. Well, okay. Can you not? Boom. 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 Any more? No. They're really ramping up their skeleton game, aren't they? Where's that guy I need to release? Come on. He is nearby, I can see his... You can go away. You can go... You... Huh. Yep, they're really ramping up their skeleton game. There we go, got my arrow back. Time to set you free, dude. Roger Emery. I can sever the bounds that keep you here and set you free. I wish I could wipe away my daughter's tears, that I could see her smiling and carefree like she was before we came here. It is useless to wish for things to be other than they were. Release the guilt and worry that bind you here and be at peace. Boom. Nothing else in the darkness. It is a dude here and a dude there. Let's just skip trying to... Right, let's free you guys as well. Ding. Who? Barnaby Burden, you must not remain here any longer. I wish I had let Amanut lead me away from the fort, that we had fled into the woods, running until we couldn't continue and falling to the ground side by side. I wish I could kneel beside her, brushing the hair from her face, thinking how beautiful she is, how full of life. You cannot change what happened. Let go of the regret that binds you here and be at peace. Barnaby Burden is at peace. Well, time to get to the other guy. Oh, faster if I start from the deserted encampment. Right. I bet the skeleton war is going to try to recruit me. Nope. I still got stuff to do. Until I finish all that, I am not ready. I'm not available for recruitment. You want to go? Ow. Well, he does want to go. Well. Got your back. GG though. GG. Okay. Anyone? Want to go? Want to go? Huh? Huh? Oh, that want to go. Amanut, you must not remain here any longer. I wish I could hurt Barnaby Burden as he hurt me. You cannot change what happened. Let go of the hurt and anger that bind you here and be at peace. Well. Okay, let's just keep in the darkness and go to world map. Outlying settlement, and I think I'll go to the trail to Fort Hope. And we go ding. Okay then, let's let you go. You must not remain here any longer. I wish I had the courage to kill Geoffrey Hunt after the first time I saw him hurt Catherine. I wish I could watch him writhing on the ground, grasping at the stone knife in the base of his neck, his eyes wide with disbelief and fear, both of us knowing he would never hurt her again. Oh man, these guys. It is useless to wish for what cannot be. Let go of the guilt and anger that bind you here and be at peace. Lewis Arcard is at peace. You better be. Okay, who are you? Catherine Arcard. You must not remain here any longer. I wish I had never made anyone angry, that no one ever had to hurt me. You cannot change what happened. Let go of the guilt and shame that bind you here and be at peace. Well, Catherine Arcard is at peace. Yay! Well, now we can ding. Ding! Okay, where do we go? Where? Who? Where? I heard a donk, and it's gonna be somebody from the Skeleton War. Gotcha. You didn't even get to hit me. Ha ha ha. You must not remain here any longer, Charity Hammond. I wish I could see Emma through the congregation in front of the church. I want her eyes to meet and for us to smile at each other. No shouting or chanting or screams. I even wish I could see her heavy with child, because any infant would be a gift in this place. Any joy would be a blessing. You cannot unmake your choices. Let go of the guilt that binds you here and be at peace. Shouty Hammond is at peace. Seems like I'm doing a lot of dug up rusty iron shackles. Are you serious? Well, Calvin Stevens, you must not remain here any longer. I wish I could call to my wife and see her waving to me, but this time the horse doesn't scream or rear up, and Winifred is still beaming when I reach her. This time, even if Emma is here at the fence, there is no blood on her hands. Her hands are all clean. You cannot change what happened. Let go of the sorrow and guilt that bind you here and be at peace. What am I here? I am playing as what do you call them? You must not remain here any longer. I wish I could walk back from the woods beside Tobias with no cause for guilt or fear, as his wife and not his shameful secret. I wish our children could run beside us, laughing. It is futile to pine for what could never be. Release the sorrow and longing that bind you here and be at peace. Boom. And where do I go? Oh. Hello you. Hello you. You must not remain here any longer, Tobias Hammond, you stallion, you. I wish I could take it all back. That I could say that Emma is no witch and she did nothing wrong. That the guilt is all mine. Anything to have never heard her screams. It is useless to regret choices that cannot be unmade. Release the guilt and sorrow that bind you here and be at peace. Tobias Hammond is at peace. Well, well, well. Time to go to sentry post. Ding. Hello you. You've probably been sort of hanging around in guilt for long enough, so I'm gonna set you free now, okay? Be grateful. When you're up there, just kind of give him throw in a few good words for me, alright? Samuel Mallard, you must not remain here any longer. I wish I could meet that girl in the woods again, only this time we just pass her by. If she stares at me, it's curiosity, and not because I hurt her. And I wish I could look up from my whittling and see the captain coming through the gate with his arms full of firewood. The harm you did cannot be undone. Release the guilt that binds you here and be at peace. It really can't be. Am I going to have skeleton war recruiters? No. Oh, they lost interest on me. Richard Wilkinson, you must not remain here any longer. I wish I could look across the yard and see all the men gathered around their fires, joking or arguing or sulking, but alive. If only I had chosen their lives over pride and honour. Choices cannot be unmade. Release the guilt and sorrow that bind you here and be at peace. Okay. Hilltop Camp, and we're going to see Rapist number 2. You must not remain here any longer. I wish that girl had run away at the sight of us, that she had known to fear dogs such as us. I wish she was safe with her family. You cannot undo the harm you caused. Release the guilt that binds you here and be at peace. Isaac Cantrell is at peace. Any more? Nothing else in the darkness. Let's go to the world map. Ding! Well, you're the first guy I talked to. William Eastgrove. You must not remain here any longer. I wish I had found my son a moment sooner, that his fingers had still been warm when I pried the pistol from his hands, that I could have handed over a chastened boy to his mother, rather than laying the corpse at her feet. I wish I could find Martha on a hillside on a warm and pleasant morning. I want her to be smiling and for us to sit side by side, holding each other's hands and talking about her son, who is not dead. Wishing won't change the past or salve your sorrows. Release the anguish that binds you here and be at peace. Boom. Hello, Gregory Ward. You must not remain here any longer. I wish I could listen to Edmund playing the flute by the cook fire. I wish he hadn't seen me as he came around the Dodds Hill. If only I saw him first and hid in the shrubs until he passed. If only I didn't kill him. Your deeds cannot be undone. Release the regret that binds you here and be at peace. Martha Eastgrove, you must not remain here any longer. I wish I could hold my son again. I want to hear him call to me. I want to see him running through the tall grass, laughing, his hair golden in the bright sunlight. It is useless to long for that which can never be. Release the longing and sorrow that bind you here and be at peace. Whoa, look at you a huge distance away from me. You're the flute player, are you not? Well, hello flute player dude, we are going to let's set you free. Fly high, save your soul. No, it's fly high, let me go. The sky will save your soul. Hello, Edmund Goddam. You must not remain here any longer. I wish I could be the one to tell Captain Eastgrove for the Spaniards, to have him praise me for my service to the colony. It is futile to wish for what can be never be. It is futile to wish for what can never be. Release the longing that binds you here and be at peace. I think that's everyone. Let's go check. Board map. I must report to the Lord Governor. You attacked Alison Markley and Simon Holt. The Lord Governor said they must be killed with Indian weapons. The Lord Governor said they must be killed with Indian weapons. That it must look like savages killed them. I remember Simon Holt pouring powder into the barrel of his musket, reloading as fast as he could as I raised my bow and released. Then he went stiff and fell sideways, an arrow to his throat. I remember Alison fleeing into the woods when the fighting started. I loosened an arrow that caught her cloak and pinned her to a tree. She yanked herself free and kept running. I fought to run her down, but she was waiting just ahead. The shaft struck my knee and my leg buckled, but I wanted to go after her, but I was wounded. An arrow from among the trees. You must not remain here any longer. I wish my arrow had pierced Alison's heart. I want to go back to Fort Hope, knowing the Lord Governor would be pleased that I did what I was told, and did it well. Fate spared you from doing more harm than you did. Let go of the regrets that bind you here, and be at peace. Okay, let's return to Fort Hope and talk to Alison before City Hammond is at peace. Oh. This entire place was called City Hammond. Well. I've freed them all. Her fury has lessened. Perhaps it is enough that you can speak to her like you spoke to the others. Perhaps you can discover what keeps her here. Perhaps you can set her free. Let's do it. Anybody gonna recruit me to the skeleton war? Woohoo! Ow. Boom. You know what? How about no? What was with that dude? Huh. Well, anyway, get you. Oh, you guys are tracking everything left, right, and center, and it's slightly annoying. Hello. You're closer, and you're gonna go. What are you doing? Ah. Go away. Oh. That was almost a 360 no-scope. You know what? How about no? I don't even have to zoom in to kill you guys. Boom. 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 And you die. No. I will not be killed by the likes of you. Ah, this fight is dragging on. You know what? Screw this. Are we done? Are we done? Seriously? All that fighting? Well done, you. You almost recruited me into the skeleton war. Too bad. Let's talk. Tabitha Markley. Tabitha? Father. He is gone. I betrayed him. No, he betrayed you. Then why am I being punished? You cannot undo what was done. You must surrender your regrets and be at peace. I only want to forget. To forget that my child is dead inside me, never to be born. I long to sleep without dreaming, never to awaken. Then forget and sleep, for you must not remain here. I cannot be free. She will not let me. Alison? I want to fall into darkness, never to surface, but she won't release me. Then I must convince her to. Well, and Alison, full of health. Hello, Alison. You spoke to her? It seems she is bound here by you. We were born together. Must we also die together? I don't think so. But how can she be freed while I live? You must release her. How can I? She is my sister. I cannot scour her so easily from my memory Nor would I, for I would rather die than forget her. You don't have to forget her. Then what must I do? You must say goodbye to her. I think I understand. Very well, I am ready to leave when you are. An attack. I will join you when I can. Be careful. Don't worry. Sorry then, it's... Okay. How about no? How about no? Can you guys just stop trying to attack me? You already know that I'm, like, far superior. I've got better weapons than all of you combined. I'm just gonna take a sip, because you guys are not rushing me. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Hello to you. Good. Oh, You guys can just disappear. Pretty sure there's gonna be a big up dude, that giant armor wearing guy. Okay. Everything is okay. Oh, there's that. Nope, you're not gonna beat me with an arrow. Rusty musket is broken. Let's just attract them all to my position with a hearty explosion. Doom. What am I doing? Okay. They're all pretty set on killing me. That is okay. Boom. Dead. How about you? Are you going to go get any closer? Hello, you are very close. I go boom and you die. How about you? Dead. Okay then, so any more Spaniards? Are you all done with your attack? I think they're done. Okay then, so let's go to the world map and go to the Forbidden Wilds and go to the Indian village. Let's do that. Did she do it? Well, where was she? I need to go find her. There we go. Okay, let's go to the burning site and see what the Maiden in Red has to say. Did you say your goodbye? To be for Markley, beloved sister. So you did all this yourself. Well, I am glad to see you safe. I laid her to rest. I thought I should be the one to do it. You've already done more than enough. It never occurred to me that I would have to live without her someday, or that I could. I mean, we were always inseparable. Did I mention we were twins? I wish it could have been me, that I had been the one to suffer in her place, that she had lived. Please, forgive me. For what? Right, so this is what happened. Literally betrayer. This game. So I have no idea what's happening here. So all this, we sort of went through all these, like, going through these people, setting them free and all that, and for what? For her to send us into more? And we don't get to know why she does it. But what we do know is that she just forgot her name, and she was acting pretty much like a wraith herself. But anyway, you have reached the end of the adventure, but you are free to continue to explore. No, I'm just going to no, I'm not allowed to do that. Well, I really don't know what to think about this story-wise, but there we go. That's the end of Betrayer. We freed everyone, and then somehow we didn't free anyone. Maybe we're already dead. And she's saying, like, I'm sorry because I'm going to show you the actual fact that you are actually a wraith or something like that. I don't really know. Well, that's it for this game. Thank you very much for watching. If I did a good job, give us a thumbs up. Any thoughts or theories, please leave them in the comment section down below. And I hope to see you in the next adventure. Bye bye. Well, first of all, where am I? Oh, hey there, folks, man. Well, it's about time. Greetings, young. I am Sage, the village elder.